Time for us to head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about the Browns' situation this season.
Dave, I again want to make the statement Kevin Stefanski is on the hot seat, and here's my reasoning why. On paper, the Browns have a great roster, but the decisions Kevin Stefanski makes, especially in the first 11 games, will determine our season. Because of his stubbornness not to play starters in the preseason has led us to the dilemma at the quarterback position for the first 11 games. He is bound and determined to go with Jacoby Brissett, but the eye test has shown that Josh Dobbs has performed very well in the preseason. He has effectively moved the offense, and his ability to use his legs and run when needed has created positive efforts and feelings with the offense and defense as well as the fan base. This is all needed for us to get 6 or 7 victories out of 11 before the return of Deshaun Watson. Stefanski, go with a 2-quarterback rotation. See who has the hot hand every game, and do whatever it takes to get the victory. My final statement is the Anthony Schwartz project is over. Release him and go with receivers who can catch the ball first.
All right, as always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Let's welcome in Brad Ward, BrownsWire.com, as well as the All Eyes on Cleveland podcast. Love you to death, Ron. I don't think that Josh Dobbs should be the starting quarterback. Preseason is preseason. He certainly has earned the right to be the number 2. But you need a guy that's played, that is going to see the type of defenses. The defense that the preseason looks nothing at all like what's going on during the regular season. And I don't think – the other thing is I don't think Kevin Stefanski's on the hot seat whatsoever. I also would have – Kevin Stefanski and the front office kind of agree. It's not a we're going to do it this way. They come to kind of an agreement. So I think everybody's on the same page as far as playing time in preseason.
Yeah, and it was a day-to-day thing they had to deal with through the Watson proceeding. So it's not really – can't really put that at the feet of Stefanski, in my opinion, Dave. To be honest, I think that they had to take it day by day. They had a plan for what they wanted to do, and when they got the opportunity to put Watson in a game, I think they had to take advantage of that. In the end – Jacoby Brissett ends up playing about a half of football, which is probably about what every other starting quarterback in the NFL played in the preseason. So I don't really think play time was neglected for the starting quarterback in this situation. I think he got what about everybody else got. And I think it didn't look great because they kind of had a distinct agenda when they went out there offensively, to get Schwartz the ball and feature him and try to get him some confidence. And they had some things they wanted to get accomplished. So it wasn't looking real fluid. But I think they got what they wanted to try to get done, right? They wanted to get Njoku the ball a little bit. They wanted to get Schwartz the ball. And for those reasons, I think the offense stalled a little bit. I think it'll look a lot more fluid when all the ones are out there. And I don't think it's necessarily stubbornness by Stefanski. I think it's actually kind of smart to keep your best players off the field in the preseason. Injuries will kill a team in the preseason.
Yeah, and again, keep in mind, Amari Cooper, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Joel Bitonio, Jack Conklin, who may not be ready. So half of your best players didn't play. So, and if you think that was a bad idea, how'd you feel when it looked like Grant Delpit might have been hurt and might miss some time, or Wyatt Teller? So preseason...
It's tough.
Yeah, preseason. It's tough. Everybody's excited to get games going. Preseason doesn't matter. That's 0-16. They were 4-0 just in the preseason. Just remember that.